All right, this is part 2 of eating less to build more muscle. This is the smart approach, the intellectual approach. Now listen, traditional wisdom with building muscle typically leans on a heavy caloric intake or a bulk or a dirty bulk to gain muscle. However, there's been a growing body of evidence that supports a more efficient method. It's how I've been personally eating for years, and that is eating less. Although I'm still optimizing my nutrient intake to build lean muscle mass and to stay healthy. Now, what I want to do today is break down how this method not only enhances muscle growth, but it also supports overall health by reducing the physiological stress associated with traditional bulking methods. Now, first we got to understand some basics, right? Basically the role of nutrition in regards to muscle building. So here we have what's called muscle protein synthesis, or MPS. Now, the cornerstone to building muscle is MPS, and is stimulated by resistance training and adequate protein intake. Now, a caloric surplus can support muscle gain. However, excess will literally make you fat. You'll be a fat ass. You have a little bit of muscle, but a whole lot of fat. So instead, just doing a modest caloric intake with high quality nutrients, that's gonna maximize the MPS without excessive fat accumulation. All right, check this out, y'all. Since you are already building that God body, God has blessed us with Planta. And for those who don't know, Planta is an all organic, extremely delicious plant-based protein with a complete amino acid profile fortified with sunflowers. So why plant-based protein? Well, it's cleaner. It doesn't give you the issues that the lactose from whey gives, like the breaking out of your skin, the bloating, or the digestive issues. Well, maybe some of y'all already tried plant-based protein and you didn't like it. I totally get it, I understand. Most plant-based proteins taste like shit. It tastes like plants. They're gritty, it doesn't mix well, and they typically don't have a complete amino acid profile. So that means they don't have the same punching power as a whey. However, God made Planta. Planta is the solution for all of that. Like I said, there's no better tasting protein on the market. I promise you that. That's vegan or whey. It mixes very well, and you get the same punch from Planta as you do from whey protein. I put a link to Planta in the description below. I am positive that you're gonna like it. It's an easy way of getting in that quality protein without all the extra calories. So you get swole, not fat, all right? Let's go. Now, let's get back to how eating less supports more muscle growth. We have to consider hormonal balances, right? Insulin sensitivity. A low caloric intake improves insulin sensitivity, ensuring that nutrients like amino acids and glucose are more effectively used for muscle repair and growth instead of being stored as fat. Now, we also have growth hormone. Fasting and reduced caloric intake stimulates the release of growth hormone, which plays a very important role in fat metabolism and muscle preservation. And when you're reducing your calories, you're reducing inflammation. When you're overeating, especially with high carb and high fat diets, you can cause systemic inflammation. This inflammation can impair recovery and muscle growth. Eating less, especially with a focus on anti-inflammatory foods, supports a faster recovery and more efficient muscle repair. Now let's talk about nutrient partitioning. Your body will become more efficient at directing nutrients to muscle cells rather than fat cells when consuming fewer calories. This efficiency ensures the calories consumed can contribute to more muscle synthesis. So let's talk about why is it healthier than bulking? Well, first of all, you are reducing your metabolic stress. Bulking can lead to metabolic stress due to constant overeating, causing spikes in your insulin and other metabolic markers. The stress can increase the risk of insulin resistance, that's diabetes, and fat gain. Eating less while maintaining a nutrient-dense diet keeps insulin levels stable, supporting better metabolic health. Another reason why it's healthy is a lower risk of chronic disease. Overeating, especially in bulking phases, is linked to increased risk of cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, and metabolic syndrome. A leaner approach supports heart health. It maintains better blood sugar levels and reduces the risk of chronic conditions. Another reason why it's healthier is it enhances your longevity. Caloric restrictions have been associated with increased lifespan and reduced aging markers. By avoiding the wear and tear of constant caloric surplus, you will build muscle, but you will also extend your health span. Now, here are some practical tips for eating less and building more. You want to focus on protein quality and timing. Make sure you get a sufficient amount of protein every day. So this is what you want to try to do. Try to get 1 gram per pound of your current body weight. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you should try to consume 200 grams of protein a day to maximize your MPS. Include high quality sources like lean meats, fish, eggs, dairy, and plant-based proteins. 1 meal a day is not the only way though. You can also do intermittent fasting. Fasting windows help improve insulin sensitivity and increase growth hormone levels, enhancing your muscle maintenance and your fat loss. And I want y'all to focus on nutrient-dense foods like vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds, and whole grains to ensure that vitamins and minerals are sufficient despite lower caloric intake. Include foods rich in antioxidants to combat inflammation, and it helps with your recovery as well. Also, be strategic about the carbs. Use carbs around your workout to fuel your performance and recovery while maintaining a lower overall caloric intake. All right, so let's wrap this up. Now, the long-term benefits of this approach is this: sustained muscle growth, improved health markers, and a leaner, more chiseled, more muscular physique without the stress of bulking and cutting. All right, so rewind this, write down the key points, implement it into your regimen, and I want to see y'all on the other side. Swoller, stronger, leaner, and in excellent shape. Let's get it.